call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Talita Alencar takes on Ariane Carnelossi this Saturday at UFC Fight Night. And this is an interesting fight. You know, Talita Alencar, coming in off of Dana White's Contender Series, had a split decision win over Jaime Dos Santos in a very close fight. Could have gone either way. Lost to Stephanie Luciano by decision, which in hindsight isn't bad. Stephanie Luciano, I think she's really talented. She had a really good showing of herself in her last fight against Ravina Oliveira, and then also Sam Hughes before that. So, no shame in that loss. Had a really dominant performance over Vanessa Demopoulos back in April. Was able to get her takedowns and just kind of dominate Vanessa Demopoulos in that fight. So Ariane Carnelossi will shoot for takedowns, but primarily looking to keep this one on the feet. I just don't think that she'll be able to in this one. She's got abysmal takedown defense. 14% takedown defense. Was taken down 8 times by Lupi Godinez. Pierre Rodriguez took her down. Liang Na took her down 3 times, and I think that Talita Alencar is going to have success in getting her to the ground, using her ground and pound, looking for submissions, maybe just controlling the rounds en route to a unanimous decision win. But Talita Alencar, high-level jiu-jitsu, black belt, world champion at black belt for years now. She's got a lot of experience, been doing it since she was a kid. She's 35 years old, and she's starting to get a lot of good experience in the UFC. Her striking is improving as well. Ariane Carnelossi, she's a power puncher, big, muscled up, has a lot of power on the feet. She is kind of wings her punches. It's kind of stiff at times, and she'll rush forward looking to land combinations, and I think Talita's going to have success in kind of ducking under and getting takedowns on her from there. She's no slouch on the feet anymore. She's got a decent chin. She puts together combinations. She's willing to throw with people. We saw that in her Luciano fight, striking with the better striker who's got the reach advantage, doing okay in those areas. And I just think that she's going to be the much better grappler than Carnelossi, who's also a brown belt, so you'd think that she'd have a little bit better takedown defense than she does, but just haven't seen it as of late. She can be hurt on the feet as well. Was dropped early by Liang Na. Was dropped by Pierre Rodriguez in her last fight, in a fight that she won by DQ. Pierre Rodriguez went to land ground and pound, headbutted her. They called it an intentional headbutt and DQ'd her. So Carnelossi, she's getting wins over Estela Nunez. Not a very high level fighter. Still got the win, the ground and pound win over Liang Na in that fight. TKO'd Ketlin Souza, but these wins were years ago, and she hasn't been the most active since 2022. She's had 2 fights coming into this one, about a year and a half off since her last fight. So I'm going to give it to Talita Alencar. I think that she's going to be able to kind of pull Ariane Carnelossi into a striking match, let her think that they're striking, and then shoot under to get her takedowns, and do a really good job of controlling on top, landing her ground and pound, and just winning this fight positionally. I kind of feel like Carnelossi was looking for a way out in that fight against Rodriguez. Took a headbutt, but then said she couldn't continue. It's just kind of like, you're taking knees, elbows, strikes much harder to the face, and you're able to continue on. But then I feel like in this one, she was getting hurt, she was getting taken down, got dropped. I feel like she was looking for a way out, and so I can't trust her in a gritty fight, a tough back and forth fight with Talita Alencar, who's going to be shooting takedowns, looking to grapple the entire time, willing to stand on the feet, and And I feel like Carnelossi, even though she is, she's big, she's strong, I just feel like she doesn't have the best accuracy, the best, placement with her punches. Yeah, it's intimidating, but I don't think she's exactly the most effective with her footwork and closing distance and tracking down her opponents. And I feel like, especially in this fight, she's going to have difficulty doing that as well, for fear of the takedown. So it's going to make her a little bit more tentative on the feet. It's going to allow Talita Alencar to kind of time her takedowns a little bit better. And I think that I can see Carnelossi getting kind of frustrated and trying to rush in on Talita, and Talita getting her takedowns, getting the clinch, working from there. So I'm going to go with Talita Alencar in this one. I think that she could get the submission on the ground, but more than likely, I think she's gonna control on top, float on top, land her strikes, hunt for submissions, and just win rounds en route to a unanimous decision win. Thanks.